Hi, Ram Ram, Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all Indian and international participants. Life is beautiful. Yes, I need to repeat this again and again, so that my brain hears and feels. Not just life is beautiful, but feel. Let us feel and live and act with this happy tune. Be a smilionaire. Be a joyionaire, not just a millionaire. So, today we have the wise, the beautiful, the intelligent, the Buddha lady, Preeti Pasricha ji, ready to reveal some surprises. The suspense. Buddha ji was born, okay. Everybody was happy, yes. Whole kingdom was in celebration mode, but one sage, I don't know his name, so Preeti ji will reveal that name. And that sage was in tears. And those tears were not of joy, but of crying. So let us find out the secret behind those tears. Preeti Pasrija ji, over to you.
Thank you, Smiling Sunny. Smileneer, it is such a new name, new invention, new vocabulary. Millionaire ki jagah, everybody should be Smillennier. Smile and spread smiles. That is the best word, Smillennier. Yes, Sunny ji, आपको बिल्कुल याद रहा आपने बराबर बोला that last time when we were talking about Buddha, everybody in the kingdom was happy, everybody was filled with joy, and there were celebrations in the kingdom, but only one sage was crying. And yes, I didn't mention his name last week. His name was Sansita. As soon as he entered the kingdom, I mentioned this last week also, he just looked at Buddha and he said, Siddhartha, your name is Siddhartha, right? And Buddha looked at him and started smiling. But this sage, Sansita sage, he started crying. So the king was wondering, and he asked, out of wonder, he asked question to Sansita that Sansita Maharaj, everybody is happy, everybody is full of joy. Aren't you happy that the kingdom has got a new prince and he will very soon become a king? He said, yes, I am happy, but I am crying out of happiness, out of joy, and I am crying out of sadness as well. So then the king was surprised again that what is it that is making you happy and what is it that making you sad? So Sanseta said that till this age, he may be 90 years old that time, Sanseta, he said, till this age, I have never bowed down my head in front of anyone. But looking at Siddhartha, I feel like bowing down my head in front of him because his birth is to save the humanity, to protect the humanity. This is the first ever kind of ruler coming in this world to protect the humanity. He will rule the world. So I feel like bowing down my head in front of him, and this is the reason why I am crying. So then King was happy again after listening to this. But then there was still one question. He asked Sansita, so then what is the reason that is making you sad? So Sansita said that very soon you will leave fighting on the battles. Your swords will get rusted. You will not be able to fight. And then he looked at the Queen Mahamaya, the mother of Buddha. He looked at her and said that Queen, I am so sorry to say, but then you have done a big favor to this entire world by getting Buddha on this earth. But along with this, I'm also sorry to say that you will very soon die in peace. Your role of coming on this earth was only for giving birth to Buddha. Now that you have given birth to him, so you will very soon leave the world and go, and this is also making me cry. Henceforth, you will be resting in peace. So, listening to this, the king got angry. He said, all of you come here and take this sage right away from my palace. I don't want this sage here. He is spreading such negativity in the palace. I don't want him. Take him away. But the sage said that come whatever may, you have to accept the destiny. It is written in destiny that after the birth of Buddha, Queen Mahamaya is going to leave this world. So very soon, everybody in the kingdom was sad that Queen is going to leave us. Queen is this. These such kind of news actually spread like fire. These kind of news spread so very quickly. So then everybody was sad. And but this queen Mahamaya, the mother of Buddha, she was somehow realizing that yes, she will be dying very soon. So then, that same night itself, she gave Buddha to her sister. And she told her sister that henceforth you will be taking care of my son Siddhartha. So, of course, the sister was crying, but still, very sadly, she had to give away his son to to her sister to be taken care of in future. And then the very following day, the very following morning, the Queen Mahamaya was no more. That was the reason why the sage was crying.
Thank you so much, Preeti ji. Yes, all of us get signals, spiritual signals. And Guru is not bothered about your pleasure and pain. He is only interested in your spiritual growth. So he declares the truths fearlessly, only for our good. And that's the magic of great saints. And when we meet our Guru, that meeting is divine. There are mixed emotions and tears of love, joy just flow. Also, feeling of oneness brings out tears.
Right.
Thank you for this story. Let's move ahead.
Yes.
What about Buddha's friends in his childhood, teenage years? Yes.
Yes, very good question. We all have friends, come what age may, whether it is childhood or we are teenagers or we have become adults or we have become old senior citizens, we will still have friends. But Buddha, Buddha too, he also had friends, but then he didn't used to play with his friends. As the day his mother was no more in the world, he just went aloof. He didn't used to talk to anyone. And moreover, the king, what he did was he gave totally protected environment to Buddha. He used to keep him in the closed walls of the palace, so that already, because Buddha was sad, his mother was no more, so that king didn't want Buddha to see any more sadness in the world. That is why he kept him in a protected environment. His friends used to come in the garden of the palace inside, but then he didn't used to play at all. He just used to sit near a pool and he used to keep on thinking and thinking. His friends used to come and request him that why aren't you playing with us? But then he always used to say that I don't feel like playing. And then after a few days, the king also noticed this, that Buddha is not playing with his friends. So he went and spoke to Buddha that why do you don't play? So, but then the only thing he said was that I don't know. I just don't like to play. I just like to think. So, but then to this, the king replied, yes, he also used to think. So then to this, his father was surprised and he said, but then you are very small. At this age, you're not supposed to think. As a king, I am supposed to think. Your father is supposed to think. So you just should be playing. But then he said, no, I don't feel like playing. I just feel like I should be thinking all the time. So he said, what is it that you keep on thinking? But Buddha said, thoughts come to me automatically, and I just multiply over those thoughts, and then I build upon something. So everything is there in my thoughts. So he said, okay, so then if this is the case, so I will send you to Guru so that you study further, so that your thoughts get channelized. So then Buddha was sent to Guru Vishwamitra to study. Like how we take admission in schools for junior KG, senior KG, similarly, Buddha was sent to a Guru Vishwamitra for his studies, just like how Smiling Sunny is going to Karur to build up a school on 2nd of February, that is his birthday. Similarly, Buddha was also sent to a Guru, that was Vishwamitra, to study.
Thank you. All jokes apart, let us also spend time in contemplation, in thinking of all the love showered by the Lord. नेचर, हवा, पानी सब हमारी सेवा कर रही है.
बिल्कुल.
दिन रात हमारी सेवा हो रही है. कोई धड़कने चला रहा है. So we should just fall in love, rise in love of the Lord. and also contemplate. सब माया है, सब ड्रीम है. काहे दुखी हो रहा है भाई?
बिल्कुल,
No
बिल्कुल,
jahaj of yours has to go fight.
बिल्कुल,
Just enjoy.
बिल्कुल, सब ड्रीम है. I will just say one more sentence and then we will end. That the very first day when he met Guru Vishwamitra, just like how we say prayers in our school, so Guru Vishwamitra also started with teaching him Gayatri mantra. So he wanted he that time there was no blackboard and chalks. They used to write on a sand with the wooden the wood wherever they find. Used to usko kya bolte hain, lakdi wood, small.
Fatti, fatti.
Yeah. So he started writing with that. So he the very first sentence he wrote Om Tat Gayatri mantra, as I said, adore the sun god, was Vishwamitra. He wrote this line, adore the sun, adore the sun. But then he wrote only one sentence. After this, the rest of the sentences Buddha wrote. He was so surprised. Vishwamitra was surprised that I have not even started teaching him. This is the only first day he has come in to me to learn from a guru, and I have just told him verbally something, one sentence. He was just in midway of writing something, but then Buddha told him that further all the sentences I will write. And he wrote the entire Gayatri mantra, and there are many more surprises with Guru Vishwamitra that we will discuss in our further episodes.
Yes, lots on Buddhaji's studies after birth, friendships, and then moving on to studies. So, lot of surprises next week in the next episode. Till then, have a big smile on the face, calm face, serene face, Buddha face. Laughing Buddha also in your heart. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Preeti ma'am. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
viewers.
Saniti, and thank you, audience. Thank you.